Make sure they're grounded. Soften your knees, lengthen up as tall as you can. Think of that piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades in their pockets. Nice pelvic tilt to find neutral. Engage your core. We'll start off with your head, take it to the side. Lower it down, chin down towards your chest. And up the other side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Head to the front. Chin down. Back up. Down. Left your gap. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Shoulders now up to your ears. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Now bring them forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Side bends. Reach. Back up. Other side. And up. 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 Take your arms up, not the shoulders, facing forwards and twist. Side. To the middle. Other side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. To the middle. Side. Back to the middle, arms down. Lift up your right knee. Take it out to the side. In. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. And lower. Change lift. Side. In. And lower. Hands on your thighs now, knees soft, shoulders forward, start rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae. I want you to feel each vertebrae moving on your way down. Take it down as far as you're comfortable. Hold it. Now slowly come back up. Take your arms out in front. And now stretch up high, you come onto your toes. Come back down, arms on your thighs. And roll. Hold it. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down. Arms on your thighs. And roll. Hold it. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down. Arms by your sides. Right, balance. Looking around, I think it might be a good idea this evening. So we're going to do the one where we lift the foot up and then we have the arms up. Okay. So the idea is that you hold it for as long as you can. Okay. Focus on a spot. Try and not lose everyone else, because once you start looking around, you've got hope. Okay. Now you can choose which leg you want to start on. I'm going to start on my good one. It makes me feel better. So engage your core and then slide the other foot up the leg. Now, preferably, it should be above the knee, but obviously it will depend on you and what your body can do. The knee should then be facing out to the side. Okay? Right, once we've got that, we're taking the arms up. And the hands are together. Focus on the spot and breathe. Okay, we're going to bring the arms down first. And then side foot down. Right, that was a good one. This is going to be totally different now. Okay, get ready with the other side. Get the leg up first, once you're comfortable-ish. Make sure your core's engaged. Get the arms up. Oh, great. And we'll come back. We'll do the other one again. So bring the arms down and the leg down and relax. Right, one was a good success. There didn't seem quite as much falling over with the second one around me. That's because you were just standing still and not doing anything. Right, we're doing some pros now. Right, I'll have a look at what we're doing when we get there. Okay, so engage your core, and down we go. Touch, crawl, hands underneath shoulders. Breathe. Okay, we're just touching your back. So the hand, touch your back and back. Couldn't think of the name. Change, touch, and back. 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 Soften the knees and slowly, without wriggling, coming back up. Slowly up the body. Good. Right, let's go down again. Touch, crawl. Hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're doing a frog, so the right knee needs to be on the outside of the elbow. Okay, so you ready? Right. And back. Left. And back. Right. And back. Left. And back. Right. And back. Left. And back. Soften the knees again. No wriggling. Slowly. Oh, it's quite warm in here, isn't it? Right, one more. There we go. Touch and crawl. Again, hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're sliding our foot out to the side. So slide your right out. And in, left, out. And in, right, out. And in, left, out. And in, right, out. And in, left, out. And in, knees down, arms out, stretch. Good, we're going on to our side. Leg. Yes, onto your side. Lengthen out as long as you can. You need your top hip on top of your bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Okay, we're doing a Jane Fonda. So lift both legs off the floor. And top leg, take it behind. Touch the floor. And back in. Take it behind. Touch. And in. Behind. Touch. And in. Behind. Touch. And in. Keep lengthening. Behind. Touch. And in. 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 Top onto bottom. Relax your legs down. Roll over. And lengthen out again. Top hip onto bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Both legs off the floor. Top leg, take it behind. Touch. And in. 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 Two more. Behind. Touch. And in. Behind. Touch. And in. Top onto bottom. Relax your legs down. Now I think I need to check. Yes, on your ball. If you would like to. Obviously, if you don't want to go on your ball, you don't have to. Get comfortable. Don't let your t-shirt get tucked in. So you strangle yourself. Okay, when you think your ball's in the right position, arms by your sides, feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Neutral spine and engage your core. Take your right leg up into the table. Left leg lift. Arms a few inches off the floor. Okay, you're pushing your right leg out in front. And back in. Remember moving on the out breath. Left, push it out. Back in. Right, push it out. back, in. Left, push it out. And in. Right, push it out. Back, in. Left, push it out. And in. Lower your arms, lower your right, lower your left. Okay, we're doing double leg now. So pushing both legs out. Right leg up into the tabletop, left leg lift. If you're not happy doing double, then do singles again. Okay, arms off the floor, hold them there. Ready, both legs, push out. And in. Push out. And in. Push out. And in. Push out. And in. Lower your arms, lower your right, lower your left. Okay, we've got one more set of these. This time we're going to be taking the arms behind us, so we're stretching out at the same time. Right leg up into the tabletop, left leg in. Okay, now we're going to take the arms up to the ceiling. So we're pushing out the legs and the arms are going to go behind. Ready? So push out, so really stretch, and back in. Push out, back in. Push up, back in. Push out, back in. Lower your arms to the floor, lower your right, lower your left. Take your ball away and bring your knees in your chest. Okay, so here we are sitting. Your ball underneath your right foot with your knees slightly bent. And you are not allowed to squash your ball. It has to be lightly placed on the ball. Then you're going to have your arms out in front, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core. Are you ready? Back, tilt, lower. Now from here, slide the ball out, and in, and come up. Nice and tall. Just do what you can. Back, tilt, lower. Slide the ball out, in, come back up. Sorry, back, tilt, lower. It's not supposed to be. Slide the ball out, in, up. Nice and tall. Watch your chins. Don't push your chin down because it will hurt your neck. Back, tilt, lower. Push out, in, up. Nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower. Push out, in, up. Nice and tall. One more. Back, tilt, lower. Push out, in, up. relax. It was good, wasn't it? Oh, I really like that. Oh dear, looking around, maybe it didn't go down quite so well. Right, we've got to do the same with the other leg, because otherwise it will get upset. This one might be easier. Right, sit up nice and tall, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core, no squashing that ball. Back, tilt, lower, roll it out, in, back up, nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, up, nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, up. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, back up, nice and tall, only 2 more. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, and back up, rest if you need to. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, back up, and rest. Just for a few minutes. Gets the hip flexors in the end, doesn't it? Which is I just felt them on the last one. Trouble is, it's not the last one. It's really quite lucky I haven't got my glasses on, you know. We're taking both feet on the ball. Okay. So body awareness. Right, if it gets too much or you get any lower back issues, you have to stop, okay? But we've got to try it. It's new year, new things, okay? Don't want to get bored. Oh, we'll be back to challenges one day, don't you worry. No, this is too easy for a challenge. Right, so don't squash your ball. Try and sit up nice and tall to start with. Melt the shoulders, chin off chest. Engage your core. Back, tilt, lower. Are you ready? Roll out. Don't squash it. In, back up. Nice and tall. It's not that bad, is it? Back, tilt, lower. Roll out. In, back up. Back, tilt, lower. Roll out. In, come back up. Nice and tall. 2 more. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, come back up. Last one. Back, tilt, lower, roll out, in, come back up, and relax. Very good. I think it's easier with both. No. I suppose because the pain is distributed between both your legs instead of just the one. So we'll do the double first next time. Right. Hands and knees. With your ball. Don't put your ball down. I seem to remember you quite like these. You need your ball underneath your right hand. Now, obviously, you've got to keep your body weight central between both your hands, okay? I don't want you totally leaning on one. You've got to push down with the right one or the left one, whichever. You should have the ball under your right one. Knees underneath hips, arch up to the ceiling. Push down to the floor. Find neutral. Engage your core. Okay, so nice and simple exercise. We're going to start off with the left leg, and I want you to slide out your leg with your toes on the floor. Keep your body weight central. Lift the leg. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Slide the knee back in. Keep your hands exactly the same and slide out the right one. Okay, ready? Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Slide the knee back in. Just have a stretch before we do the other side. Just stretch out your arms and your wrists. Right. I've got to do it again under the other one now. So left hand on the ball, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Arch your back up to the ceiling, high as you can. Push down to the floor. Find neutral and engage your core. Okay, we're going to slide out the right one first. Ready, lift. And lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Slide the knee back in. Keep your body weight central. Slide out the left one. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Slide the knee back in. Take your arms out and stretch. Well done. Good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, sit up. I only did this morning, but I had forgotten about some of them. This one in particular. Triceps. Because I know we all love doing our triceps. So hands with fingers facing inwards, elbows tucked in. We're keeping our backside on the floor to start with. So you want your feet, knees, hips in line, slightly bent knees. Okay, then engage your core, keep your chin off your chest. So you're taking your elbows down to about an inch off the floor each time, and you're doing 8 of them. Okay, off we go. Make sure the elbows don't touch the mat. They should be fairly easy to start with at least. When you've done your 8, just have a little stretch. Nice, nice. Right, obviously some of you found that far too easy. So now we're going to put our body weight into play. If you struggle with lifting your bum off the floor, then do what we've just done. We're only going to do 6, okay? So it's not difficult. So exactly the same position as you've just been in. But this time, those that can manage, we're lifting off the floor, okay? So then you're just going to bend your elbows. But make sure you do bend your elbows and don't just stick your bum up and down. So obviously that's not going to help your triceps. So into position, engage your core, ready, lift up if you can manage. Off we go, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. 2 more, lower and lift, lower and lift. Relax. Oh, that was 6. Was it 7? Oh, it felt right, son. I was never a very good counter. Hopefully you felt that with your triceps. Good. Let's have a plank. We've done a lot of moving around. That's why we're doing it straight after. A bit more abuse on the triceps. I'm going to be nice to you this evening. We're only doing 3. Okay, 3 1-minute plank. So that is exceptionally nice. Elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Up onto your knees, tilt your pelvis, core should be engaged. If you're lifting, please lift. Lengthen your body, melt your shoulders. Nice, deep breathing. Ten seconds. Knees down and relax. Have a stretch. I might mention it to them because it's cold outside, so it's not because any other reason than it's too warm in here. I'd rather it be cold and we have to work harder. So I will speak to them. Right. I don't know if that's a bit. Should we have the window open? I know. Might be a bad idea, mightn't it? Just have one. One that doesn't sort of get, yeah. There we are. We've got a bit of air. Thank you, Rosemary. We'll let Rosemary get to the floor first. I don't want you missing out.
Right, elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core, up onto your knees. Tilt your pelvis. You should have engaged your core. Lift if you are lifting. Lengthen your body. Melt your shoulders. Nice deep breathing. That's true. Yes. Yes. Good one. Five seconds. Knees down. Relax and stretch. And stretch back. Right, we've only got one more to do. Ready, elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core, up onto your knees, tilt your pelvis. Core should be engaged. If you're lifting, please lift. Lengthen your body, melt your shoulders. Nice deep breathing. Ten seconds. Knees down. Relax. Well done. Last stretch. Excellent. Right, you're going back on your side again now, with the ball between your kind of lower leg, ankle, foot type position, wherever it's comfortable. And then lengthen as long as you can. Arm on your side, top hip onto bottom hip, neutral spine, engage your core. Take both legs off the floor. Now that's where you're going to go down to after each lift. And we're going to lift the legs as high each time as you can manage. Ready? Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. and lower, lift, 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 and lower. Relax your legs down and roll onto your other side. And again, lengthen out as long as you can. Top hip onto bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Take both legs off the floor. Ready, lift. And lower. High as you can manage. Lift. And lower. 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 Relax your legs down. Right, you can just roll onto your back and then place your feet on the ball with the legs together. You're allowed to squash your ball. Push your back into the mat, arch up, find neutral, and then engage your core. Now, no hamstrings, okay? This is working your glutes and your quads, no hamstrings. Obviously, we're bridging, so to input your back, activate your glutes, and up you come. Very well done. Hold it at the top, high as you can. Okay, now down. And relax at the bottom. Hopefully, you didn't feel that in your hamstrings. Ready, imprint, activate the glutes, and roll. Vertebrae by vertebrae, up, hold it, breathe. And now slowly down. When you get to the bottom, just relax. Okay, ready? Imprint, activate. Up and down. High as you can, hold it to the top. Slowly down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Really use those glutes. Relax. Right, this time I'm making it a little bit harder. When you come up to your highest point, I want to roll the ball in and out 3 times before you come back down. Okay? Let's try it. Imprint, activate the glutes, roll up. Okay, now obviously the idea is you keep your hips up as high as you can. Now, roll the ball out and in. Roll it out. In. Hold it. Roll out. And in. And down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. First of all. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you.
Right. Now be honest, who felt it in their hamstrings? Oh, okay. Who didn't feel it in their hamstrings? I didn't feel it in my hamstrings. Those are your hamstrings. Oh dear. The rolling in and out is very hard. Good. Yeah, it's not supposed to be an easy exercise, but it's nice to do. Right, you can sit up. I hate this one. You still need your ball. And you need your legs mat for it. Right. All you're going to do is roll the ball out as far as you can each time, okay? But when you come back up, think of a piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. Okay, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core. And then in your own time, off you go. The idea is that you should be able to take it further each time, but really feel a good stretch. It's not good, just a stretch. Got cramp. Flexor. Yeah. It's not cramped. Is it cramped? It's cramped. Nasty. Yeah. It's not too late. We haven't worked the hip flexors for quite some time. Then we end up doing 2 exercises. Not much you can do stretch-wise, is there? Next time you come back, you can relax. Right, we're going back on our hands and knees now. The ball needs to be underneath your right knee. We've done hands, now we've got to do knees. When you've got your ball under your knee, you've got to make sure that your knees are underneath your hips, and then your hands are underneath your shoulders. Obviously, if you want to make it easier, place your toes on the floor. Simple. But if you don't, balance. So we're going to lift the right knee off the mat, so you're balanced. Now, lift the left knee, sorry. I was lifting the left and telling you the right. I forgot what I was going to tell you now. Keep your body weight central between both your hands and lean. Get your body weight through your hands because it makes it so much easier. Okay, now straighten out the leg behind you. Touch your toes to the floor and lift. Down 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 and lift. Bring the knee back in. Arms out, stretch. Yeah. Right, we've got to change legs.
Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Arch up to the ceiling, push down to the floor. Find neutral, engage your core. Right, you ready? Balance. So take that knee off the floor, straighten out the leg behind you, touch down, and lift. 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 Slowly bring the knee back in. All the way, arms out, stretch. It's definitely not as hard as it used to be, I think. Where's the time gone this evening? Got so much more to do. We'll do a class at 8 o'clock. Okay? We'll do that one tonight. So I was joking, by the way. I was joking. I do it to myself. Right, it is stretch time, so you can lie down. We haven't done any roll-ups this evening, but you can always do them. Really I thought you might somehow. Right, just bring your knees into your chest first. Make sure you've got your stretching material with you. Okay, take one foot down to the floor. Bend over your foot if you are using it. Straighten the leg up to the ceiling. Once it's nice and straight, bring it in towards you. Drop your toes down if you would like a stronger stretch. Okay, now place that foot onto the other knee. Make it nice and wide. Either lift the one that's on the floor or push down with the palm of the hand on the side of Okay, release that down. Now bring the other knee in. Straighten the leg up. Again, nice and straight. Bring it in towards you. Drop your toes down if you would like a stronger stretch. Okay, release that foot onto your knee. Take it nice and wide. Again, lift the one that's on the floor or push down with the palm of the hand on the inside of the knee.
Okay, release that down, take your legs out straight, arms above your head, get as much distance as you can between your fingers and your toes. And your arms in, either on your abdominals or by your sides. Buddha-aquatic breathing, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you breathe in, you're pushing out your abdominals. Get as much air from this low down in your diaphragm as you can. As you breathe out, pull in your abdominals. You're expelling as much air as you breath. When you finish the breath you're on, slowly come up. Legs out straight, toes in. If you can touch your toes, please do. Okay, release. And now you can bend your knees. Hands behind you. Come forwards. Straighten